Hi, I'm Craig Phillips. In this video, I'm going to transform this entire living room wall using Trepanel's oak flexible wall panels. And this is the new product that I'm going to be using. You may have seen many of my other videos where I've used lots of different Trepanel's products, the acoustic boards, which look very similar to this. Now they have almost hundreds of them in their ranges, different colors, different sizes, etc. However, this is a new version, oak, but it's flexible and you can curve it around edges, corners, round tables, and even round walls. Now at the moment, I only have a flat wall in this living room to cover. However, I just wanted to get it out there so you can see how it works. Of course, it has the acoustic strip on the back, which is keeping all of the slats together. And it's installed very much the same as the traditional acoustic panel boards. Each panel stands at 2.4 meters high, which is about 8 foot, so it's perfect for a standard size ceiling like this house. In fact, we may need to cut a little bit off there to fit onto our walls, and they're 300 millimeters wide. Of course, you can cut them down if you need them actually narrower. And my first board, when I'm starting on one side of the wall, actually needs to be cut round a socket. However, before that, I need to remove the scotia bead that covers the floor expansion gaps. These are often tacked into place with small pins or held in with silicone sealant. Try not to damage them, as they can be reused when the wall is complete. Then there's the skirting board. It's your choice if you feel this needs to be removed. I prefer to remove them and install the boards closer to the floor. Then any expansion gaps can be covered later using the same trim or a new scotia bead. When cuts are required around sockets, like my first panel, make sure that the electric mains are turned off first. Measure and mark the size and position of the metal backbox onto your wall boards. Once marked correctly, the boards can simply be cut down with a fine-toothed handsaw or a tenon saw. Then the rear foam can be cut using a trimming knife. Now it's cut for around the socket. I've checked that it fits. I'm going to apply some adhesive on the back and bond it to the wall. I'm using a flexible hybrid polymer adhesive, which is applied to the rear around 50 millimeters from all 4 outside edges. Then continue to apply your adhesive evenly through the center of the board. Similar adhesives can also be purchased from wallsandfloors.co.uk. Then it can be placed into position and evenly pressed across the surface until it grabs firmly to the plastered or painted wall. Now all my boards need 100 millimeters trimming off the length due to our ceiling heights. These are full straight cuts and can be done easily with a handsaw or a small circular saw. My second panel also needs marking and trimming around the socket back box, repeating the same steps. Always check your cut boards first with the dry run before you apply your adhesive. If you're happy, then continue to apply the adhesive across the rear of the board and place into position. Continue to install your flexible boards across the wall in the same manner until you reach the next socket. For this cut, I needed to use a multi-tool cutter to trim through the center of the slats in the panel. Once this was done, I cut the rest with my handsaw. As always, check that it fits with the dry run, and if you're happy, apply your adhesive, 50 millimeters from the outer edge and around the cut you made for the socket. Now, as you can see, I'm coming to the end of the wall. Another 2 full panels and then a cut down here. And there is 3 sockets in place. This is the double socket, which we are keeping. They'll be replaced at a later date. And of course, our electrician has turned them off. However, these 2 here are obsolete. They're not going to be getting used anymore. It's an old telecom cable and also maybe an aerial on the roof. They're not required now because we do have an internet cable here. So the great thing about these boards are they can hide a multitude of sins behind your wall. We don't need them anymore. They don't need to be plastered over. There's no power to them. The board will just sail right the way across them. I will drill one hole in it because I do require this particular cable coming through for the internet. Measure and mark the location on your board where the cable will feed through. Using a cordless with a 10mm wooden drill bit, start to drill a pilot hole through the board. Then increase the drill bit to a 15mm one to complete the correct size hole for your cabling. Apply the adhesive to the back as always, then feed the cable through the hole and apply your panel to the wall. My last cut around the wall socket turns out to be in the centre of a panel. Therefore, I had to use the multi-tool to cut all 4 edges to meet the back box position and fix into place. So my last board is a cut. It's a slither all the way down the board and in the far corner, and it falls at about 80mm. So luckily for me, these boards, with them being flexible and they bend like this, it falls right on the 80mm. Now, if it didn't, this is where you would have to use either a jigsaw or a circular saw to be able to cut all the way down. The length of these are 2.4 meters. So here we go with the trimming knife, just cutting the backing foam at the back. If you're happy that your cut fits, you can apply your adhesive directly to the wall. Press the piece into position. You may need to tap it slightly to achieve a flush finish. I'd place a small offcut on top of your panel to avoid damaging the surface. All that's left to complete now is the refitting of the quad bead. This is fixed into place with a clear silicone sealant. Finishing the wall off and covering up any gaps, and at the same time allowing the floor to retain its expansion gap that it often requires. It really is that quick and easy to transform an entire room using Trepanel's oak flexible wall panels. Now, if you're looking for more inspiration or just need to know about the vast range of products that Trepanel have, head straight over to the website wallsandfloors.co.uk.